Hi, this is How to Make Post Malone Pre-Malone by Miss Scow. All right, this slideshow is in Canvas, so if you chose to do this, heyo, welcome to your video tutorial. So the first slide is an introduction to the assignment, and it lists the software PhotoPea, the tools you're going to be learning. You're using your Chromebook, I'm assuming, or maybe your home computer, and I've provided the image that you're going to be editing. When we're done, you're going to be turning in the after image, and please label it with your last name pm.jpg. Don't worry about the size. All right, so our next slide is downloading the before image. So all you have to do is click on this link and there we go. Here's our image. And if we look back at our slide, you're going to click on the download icon. Okay, right there. Here we are. Download it. And you're going to see a picture. If we look back at the slide, it says you will see a box in the lower left of your desktop down here. On Chromebooks, I think I was doing this on my laptop. When I wrote the slides on Chromebooks, it's going to show up right here. All right. So we've downloaded our image. Now all we have to do is go to PhotoPea, and then we're going to open the image. So click on here. That's a hyperlink directly to the program. Okay. And what did the slides say? File open. Okay. And if we go to our downloads, we should see the image. If we don't see it, we can go to recent. And there we go. All right. Here is our photograph. And here we are in PhotoPea. If you have not been here before, it should look pretty similar to Photoshop. All right. I want you to notice that on the right-hand side, you will see your layers panel. That's right here. And you've got a background. And what we'd like to do is right-click, duplicate your layer. Okay, both of them will have a little icon that looks just like your large photograph. We're going to be working on layer 1. In case we make any mistakes, we can go back. Plus, we can also see what we've done just to make sure that we're on the right track. All right, our next slide is to start editing and to watch the video, which is what you're doing right now. Yay, you! All right, we're going to use the magnifying tool to zoom in to really see what we're working on. And then we're going to use 4 different tools, practicing with them, and then choosing which one we think will be the best in each case. So here's our zoom tool. It looks like a little magnifying glass, and I just click on the image. All right, depends on, and if I'm sort of moving my mouse back and forth, and I can zoom in and out. And depends on how close you want to get in. And if I press the space bar, my cursor turns into a hand, and I can move around the image. Okay, so let's work in this section here first. The first tool we're going to select is the spot healing brush. Okay, so just click on that, and you notice you have a brush here. If I click on the bracket keys to the right of the P on my keyboard, I can make my brush larger or smaller. Okay, you can mess around with that and choose whatever you'd like. All I have to do is click on top of whatever I want to fix, and it will try to blend those pixels with other pixels around it. So sometimes it works. If I'm starting in the middle here, see how it doesn't really work as well? And that's because it's blending with other pixels around it. So it works a little bit better if we kind of start from the outside and work our way in. Okay, it's not always the best tool for the job, but practice it. The next tool, I'm holding down my mouse to see what's underneath, is the healing brush. The healing brush, if we click the Alt button, my mouse is going to turn into a little target, and then I can tell the computer where I want it to select pixels to blend with my target area. So I'm going to click, and now I come up here and it's going to blend. I can select maybe some other areas. Maybe I want it to be a little bit lighter. Okay, and I'm sure you can hear I'm clicking away quite a bit. And maybe that works or not. So let's try the next tool, the patch tool. That is for a little bit larger areas. I'm clicking and drawing a shape around it, and now I'm going to move to a clean area. Okay. And it's going to do the same thing. Oops. We want it to match. We want to make sure that the tones match. Okay. So we're just going to sort of work our way around here. Okay, so some of these tools work better than others, and you may have to go back over certain areas, okay, until you get your desired effect. If none of those work, then you can come on down here to our, if we hover over it, it should say clone tool. If we click on Alt, our clone tool becomes a target, and it's going to exactly duplicate, once I've clicked, the pixels from the targeted area. Okay, so notice how that sort of made it. You have to make sure you're matching the tones. And I'm actually going to come up here and select a brush with a softer edge. So I can't notice the difference quite as much. All right, so in this case, I may want to use my clone stamp. And again, you're just going to slowly work your way around, making sure that you're matching. And so you might have to make your brush a little bit smaller to fit certain areas. And you're slowly going to work your way around Post Malone's face to get rid of the tattoos. Okay, a little bit easier than going to the tattoo parlor and getting rid of them. All right, and so again, you can take the eyeball on and off and see how much work you've done. And then you can click on the magnifying glass and click on Fit Area. And again, you can see before and after. All right, so I'm not going to do the whole face because it would take too long. When you're done, you're going to go to File, Export as a JPEG. Don't worry about the size. And now it's downloaded to your Google Drive. So if I open up my drive here, and I go to Recent, there it is. Okay, and now I can right click and rename it with my last name, Post Malone, and I can turn it in to the Canvas section. All right, hope that helped. Have fun, and I will talk to you soon.